3 months ago, in the early days of Dodson's Corner, me and Lucas both made 5 bold predictions for the rest of 2024. So as 2024 slowly comes to a close, we're going to be reacting to our bold predictions today. Lucas, before we hop into the bold predictions, this video was made about 3 months ago. Can you guess how many views our bold prediction video has?
I actually don't know. Is it? I feel like it did pretty good. Maybe like 7K.
No.
Oh,
Not even close.
What? How much?
53.
Oh, 53 views?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, I was thinking of our hot takes.
Yeah,
video.
you're thinking of the hot takes.
Oh, okay.
Like this is like a 3 month ago, like one of our original OG videos.
Oh, this is a hood classic.
Yeah. Only Britisher and Ariel watched this one.
Oh my gosh.
We on the come up, fastest risers in the game.
We up. Let's go.
Slowest risers in the bedroom.
So how do you think, I haven't looked at any of these bold takes. I don't remember any of them. How do you think we did?
Bad.
Yeah, I think
but they're
we did
also
bad.
bold takes, you know?
That's the thing.
You got to be spicy. Like, no one wants a lame take. I mean, some of them have fruition, but...
Take us through the picks.
All right, we'll start off with my first pick. I've been saying this forever, guys. I brought this narrative up in June, before Dodson's Corner, but Mighty Mouse fights Pantoja. This could happen in 2025.
Honestly?
There's a chance.
There's a chance.
If Pantoja fights another 2 guys, then they're like, all right, we got to just give this man whatever he wants.
Facts. And there's a reason Mighty Mouse has been training with Khabib. Come on. Why do you think? He's getting back into MMA. It's to bring down Pantoja.
Yeah, retires and then I'm going to get back 3 months later.
Exactly. $2 million.
Yeah, I understand like the merit that I had going on here. Like there was no one else realistically for Pantoja to fight, so they had to bring in someone from an outside promotion. Yep. You know, the champion from an outside promotion. So
it's not the worst take ever.
No, like you can't say, "Oh, you're such a."
Dylan just self-censored him.
Yes. All right. Do you want me to say your next pick?
Yeah. Take us through.
Lucas's next pick. Max wins the featherweight belt and goes on to beat Volk. Did you think he was gonna have some real quick turnaround time or something? Like
I guess like the
308 and then go and fight at 310 against. We could say that the Volk was in 2025.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. But I can't believe I predicted Max.
Yeah, you switched up real hard. Like real hard.
Yeah. I think I was trying to like hedge my bet, you know? I'm a big hedge guy.
Yeah, you just toss it out. I want Max in this video. I want Ilya in this video. Max in this video. Ilya in this video.
I was doing that quite a lot. Yeah. Until like we decided to really take sides.
Yeah.
I think part of us taking sides was for the YouTube, you know, we don't pull back the curtain often, but let's pull back the curtain. We took heavy sides for the videos.
And it worked.
It worked.
You guys were eating that up. We played you. Just kidding, guys. I'm Ilya Sapore's #1 super fan. Just kidding. Max, bless his best. But yeah, like.
It paid off for me.
It did pay off for you. I'll let you have that one.
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking. Max definitely could have. I mean, looking back, like I think it still was pretty even going into that fight, even though Ilya showed levels, KO'd him. I think even if I were to go back in the past and change this, like I probably wouldn't. I think this would still be on here.
Yeah.
Because I think Volk is, you know, quite on the downfall right now. And if Max could have won against Ilya, there's no reason why he wouldn't have been able to beat Volk.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of this fight, we're obsessed with it. I predicted that Max versus Ilya Topuria would be a top 5 fight ever.
Ooh.
And I didn't even have it in my top 10 fights of the year list.
I did. I had it at number
Lucas
3.
He had it really high. It's because you watched Topuria win. It's not the same. It was a good, like the class of it was high class. Like it was the highest class fight potentially all year long, but it just wasn't a top 5 fight ever. Might not have been a top 100 fight ever.
No, definitely. I'd say top 100 for sure.
Maybe, but it was really high class. Like
if it would have gone longer, it would have been.
If it would have gone 5 rounds, I think regardless of the winner, it's up there. But it was just about 12 minutes of fighting, you know, only about half the time and high class, but just it wasn't as war exciting as I was expecting, and I think that plays a role because Topuria is just a killer.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get into a war with Topuria the same way that you can get into a war with Justin Gaethje if you're Max Holloway. You know, you can eat Justin Gaethje's punches, you can't eat Topuria's punches.
I think you have to go back and like respect Josh Emmett now for eating so many punches. He got 10-7 by Topuria, but still, to even be able to take that amount of damage, like what do you think it did for his career?
Hasn't Josh Emmett been a part of 3 of the 10-7 rounds out of the 4 in UFC history?
I think so, yeah.
And he was
received 2 of them or gave 2 of them?
Yeah, and then received one of them.
Yeah, I can't remember. Yeah. That's impressive though. Let's move on, Dylan. What's our next?
Lucas's second one has some merit here. This has some good merit. Pereira moves to heavyweight.
Yeah, it didn't happen in 2024.
2025 definitely has a real chance of that happening.
Did you see? Okay, let's talk about this real quick. Dana White saying there's 100% chance that Tom Aspinall is going to fight John Jones.
There's 100% chance of nothing in this world. There's always a chance something happens.
Yeah.
What happens if John Jones ends up in prison again?
It's weird to me how Dana's like this business guy, and then he overpromises like all the time. That's something like that's the number one rule.
But I think that is very business to overpromise.
No. That's like the number one rule of sales. You never overpromise your service.
But I think that Dana knows that we'll always go back. Like he'll overpromise on everything.
We're a sucker for whatever that man says.
He's got us eating off his spoon.
He does.
But yeah, that has some merit. Like realistically, if Aspinall had to fight at UFC 309, if Jones or Stipe dropped out, we could have seen the other one pull out too. We could have seen Aspinall versus Pereira.
That'd been so crazy.
Like interim title shot.
Would have been
Pereira doesn't even get triple champ status because it's an interim belt.
That would be ridiculous. But yes, you're right.
Yeah, I think that one can definitely happen inside of 2025.
Yeah, it's possible.
I think especially at the end, if he beats Ankalaev, it's like there's nowhere else really for him to go.
I think when we do our 2025 bold take video, we're going to be recycling a lot of these.
Yeah, Max versus Elias could be a war.
True. All
right. My third prediction: UFC 306 is the worst pay-per-view of the year. It wasn't the worst pay-per-view of the year.
It wasn't. Like, if you take the main card, you might be onto something here.
I think it was the most disappointing pay-per-view of the year, though.
It was, which is almost the same. Mm-hmm. But the prelims just carried hard.
Yeah.
It
had just amazing prelims, and then even some, good main card. It had the worst co-main and main event of the year. If we combine those two fights, it was by far the worst.
Oh, 100%.
They were both terrible.
Yeah. This is a valid pick though.
That's why I wrote X-ish. I'd give myself a 0.5. If this was school, I'd get a 0.5. It's not as good as one of Lucas's, but that was lame. I think at the time we already had the card too, so it was right. This is going to be...
Yeah, we might have had... Yeah,
I would assume, because this would have been made around 305. So we would have had the 306 card.
Yeah.
All right, Lucas's third pick. Leon Edwards loses to a contender.
I think it's still going to happen.
It's going to happen, just not yet.
Not yet.
There's good merit to this one. It's just Leon didn't turn around.
No.
He had 6 cards to turn around, and I guess that's a little bit aggressive for Leon. Leon likes a long camp, man.
This dude pisses me off.
He likes a long camp. He wants 6 to 8 months.
Yeah,
he ain't doing a 4-month camp.
No. Oh, man, it just sucks. Because this one, I feel like, is definitely going to come true, the next contender that Edwards fights, unless it's Sean Brady. I think that's probably...
Is Sean Brady a contender?
Yeah, does that count?
He's just a dumper, man. He's just going to be fed to Protez and Miles Morales.
Facts.
And Ian Gary still. JDM, just get a top 5 win.
You know what? Maybe my bold take for 2025 will be that Leon Edwards loses to Carlos Protez in 2025, which is valid, I think.
Loses to Masvidal, gets the flying knee to the head.
That'd be funny. That'd be hilarious.
My fourth pick. This might be the craziest one. Conor McGregor versus Michael Chandler is for an interim belt.
Dude, what were you smoking?
So this was after... This was after 303 had been canceled. But this was when it was all right, 310 is going to be McGregor versus Chandler, or 309. And then this was at the point where Islam got hurt, and they were like, oh, he's going to be out for months. Maybe we'll see an interim title shot.
Yeah.
And then I was like... boom, combining McGregor versus Chandler, and then that interim title shot, and I was like, it's happening. Because why would you not want the interim belt on McGregor?
So dumb, though.
So you can have McGregor versus Islam. And then McGregor started being a nutty boy.
Yeah.
Nutty boy.
Brutal.
But
this is probably the worst one.
This was early Dodson's Corner. I remember summer... There was not a video or not a time where me and Lucas talked about the UFC where I didn't bring up my Conor McGregor comeback storyline.
Yeah, that's true.
That's infamous.
Yeah, you were a optimistic guy back then.
Yeah, not so optimistic anymore.
No. All right, let's move on. What's my number 4 pick?
I'd like to remind everyone, this video is titled Reacting to Our Crazy 2024 UFC Predictions. Lucas's crazy 2024 prediction. John Jones doesn't retire in the ring after 309.
What can I say, man?
Man of the craft. Man of the craft.
I really did cook this one up for real.
Yeah.
This is not a bold take.
But it happened.
It did happen.
So you can have your
ding,
point.
ding,
You can have your
ding.
point.
1 point.
Absolutely cooked. 20%.
Wow. Well, we're not done yet. I might have gotten my 5th one right.
Sorry, 25%.
Yeah. Wait, why is my number 5 pick the same as my number 2 pick? We were really struggling for ideas back then.
We were.
We were casual.
Yeah, it's all we talk about is like UFC 308, 306, John Jones, and McGregor. All right, and our last picks, they were both oddly, weirdly similar. Like, did you just only have 4 and copy me or something?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right, so my pick was Max wins the featherweight belt, relinquishes the BMF belt, and then Gaethje versus Poirier fight for the BMF belt in their retirement fight.
Dude, it's not the worst. It's not the worst pick ever.
If Max wins that fight, I think that happens.
Yeah. I think that's valid.
And then at the same time, we'll go into Lucas's. Max wins the BMF belt at 308, relinquishes BMFL, and it moves to a new division.
Which is also fair. That could happen.
Well, technically, the belt's in a new division now.
We got 1, right?
Lucas got 1. I got 0.5. So 20 to 10%.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
We will be coming out.
We will be coming.
10 bold, hot predictions.
Bold hot. I like that.
Bold, hot, spicy.
It's my rapper name.
Predictions for 2025. And then we will come back in December of 2025.
Yes.
And just absolutely bust as we go 10 for 10 on our bold prediction.
Honestly, I'm going 10 for 10.
I want 3. I want, like, we have a whole year. This was only 3 months of predictions. True. We didn't have a whole year for these things to come true.
Yeah.
When we have a whole year, and like,
just wait till I predict Islam Makhachev's retirement.
Like, you better. Ooh, quick idea.
Ooh.
So when people do prediction videos, they do like the 10% hot, 20% hot, 30% hot, 40% hot.
Based on like how confident they are?
No. So like how hot it gets. So like
oh, okay.
This is like 10 is like the tamest, and then you go from like coldest to hottest of takes. Right. We could think about doing something like that.
Yeah.
Or we just do 100%.
Yeah, every single is a 100%.
Dana White announces that he is part of the LGBTQ community and has been secretly dating Joe Rogan for the last 20 years.
Joe Rogan? Yeah. Or John Jones?
Joe Rogan.
Okay. 3-way?
Joe doesn't swing that way.
Joe doesn't swing that way?
Yeah.
He's in a relationship with Dana.
Yeah, he doesn't do black.
Oh.
Okay. Opa!
I'll cut that.
That is going to do it for us today.
Have you been noticing? I don't know if you've been watching the videos like when they go live, because I'm the one that edits them, but have you been noticing that I've been leaving more stuff in?
Yes. We leave more and more bad stuff in every day. We get more followers. We should be cleaning up our act. No, Lucas just puts more stuff in. It's because we like mess up way less now. Like, we go through videos without messing up at all now. So then you don't have to edit it. Yeah. Before it was easy to edit. Like, you're already editing so much. So you were like, may as well get it out. If you don't got to edit something, you're not taking anything out.
I ain't taking that out. You're crazy, crazy wild.
I'm going to be like applying to become a teacher in 2 years. I'm like, all right, we're just going to go through your social media history.
Hey, they can have fun going through, at that point, 900 Dodson Corner videos.
Yeah. You really want to? Do it. Come at me.
I dare you.
Yeah. I've only said a certain slur 1,800 times. All right, that is going to do it for us today. Let us know what you think of our predictions. Were they hot? Were we stupid? And make sure you guys like and subscribe while you're down there, and we will see you guys next time. Peace.
See ya.